Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Dal, and patch 10.2 is dropping in less than 2 weeks. There's only a limited time left to make sure that everything is perfect and properly tested before launch. From the newest seasonal content, new open world activities, raid and dungeon encounters, as well as all of the class changes are fully finalized. But as it happens, this week's PTR build features even more additional improvements, with some last minute adjustments for the class of Hunter to really help out the spec of Marksmanship, which has found itself falling behind a tad, as well as even more tuning changes, bringing certain underpowered specs a little bit up while reducing the power of the few that found themselves somewhat overperforming. So in today's video, I wanted to cover everything that's happening to classes such as Demon Hunters, Evokers, Rogues, and Hunters over this recent PTR build to make sure that you stay in the know for everything that's happening within 10.2. But right before we get into this set of updates, most of you guys watching these videos are still not subscribed. However, the more of you remind, the more of you do, so let's keep it going. Subscribe to the channel and ring the bell if you're watching these videos anyway, especially if you want to get more regular content regarding Dragonflight 10.2 or any of the future updates going forward. Let's start the set of class changes small, with a new nerf hitting the spec of Enhancement Shaman, which has gotten hit with a simple 3% overall damage reduction, not including auto attacks or things like trinket effects. So far, Enhance found itself to be in a pretty competitive spot during the early PTR testing, so as long as they don't continue to nerf them, then the spec should hopefully remain decently powerful going forward. Havoc Demon Hunter is another spec that has seen quite a rise in popularity over their time on the PTR, and has been able to achieve a solid footing when it comes to all forms of PvE content during early testing. This week, Havoc has been brought down a notch with a smaller reduction to their survivability, a softening of the impact generated by the AoE capstone of Fell Barrage, and a reduction to Metamorphosis uptime through the talent of Shattered Destiny. Next, the Healing Preservation Evoker tier set has gone through a number adjustment. Their newest 2-set bonus allows them to unleash multiple casts of Living Flames for free with every use of an empowerment ability, but doing so would sometimes lead to an overgeneration of Essence burst procs, and in some cases even waste when it comes to cannibalizing unusable resources. The number of Living Flames cast with the 2-set has been reduced to create a bit more consistency. This does mean that your overall Living Flame output, especially when it comes to outgoing damage, does see a significant reduction. But the 4-set free echoes have been increased to a 70% power value, making the tier set a lot more burstier when it comes to maximizing the value of the primary mechanic of echo, which allows your spells to duplicate to all targets affected by the echo effect. Next, we see a massive change for the spec of Marksmanship Hunter in the most recent PTR build, specifically when it comes to their newest tier set bonus. Out of all the class specs that I've been able to review over my time spent on the PTR, we've been able to highlight quite a few powerful tier set bonuses, some of which offer game-changing potential, new talent tree synergies, and overall end up expanding the gameplay of those certain playstyles. But not every tier set has been able to land as well as the others, and among the few specs, the initial Marksmanship tier set was not meeting the community's expectations. This newest 2-set and the 4-set, however, does offer a lot more gameplay adjustment, with the new 2-set increasing the damage of rapid fire baseline, allowing Marksmanship to build their playstyle around the use of that combat ability. When rapid fire consumes the buff of trick shots, it launches a volley atop your target, which provides you a prolonged uptime of trick shots for the next few aim shots to utilize, which allows for much better cleave capability. Using the talent of Death Blow, your rapid fire and aim shots have a chance to cause your next kill shot to become usable against any target, regardless of enemy health. And firing kill shots also will grant you the use of trick shots. This in turn allows you to more consistently benefit from your 2-piece volley bonus, even in single target situations. But where this could also benefit you is in smaller target encounters, where multi-shot cannot proc trick shots all that easily, allowing you to specifically perform better at 2-target cleaves. With their new 4-set bonus, Spending Focus has a chance to completely reset the cooldown of rapid fire. Doing so also causes the ability to fire 100% more shots during the ability's channel, which elevates the value of every talent that buffs the damage of rapid fire, but also creates a reactive playstyle that allows you to benefit from rapid fire more often, using it to generate additional focus, which in turn has to spend much less time on your primary filler attacks, such as Steady Shot, which aren't nearly as potent. Overall, this new tier set bonus changes the focus on rapid fire damage output, and utilizing available talents to help create new synergies and maximize your damage output in single target, AoE, and even small target encounters, which is especially easy to execute during your true shot damage opener. So far, I have not been able to see any of the early sim numbers regarding the output power of this newest tier set, so it's still too early to tell just how good it's going to be. But this marksmanship bonus sounds a lot more interesting than its initial version we saw towards the launch of 10.2. Overall, big fan of changes like these, especially since 10.2 launches so soon. And I would like to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. What do you think of the newest Marksmanship Hunter tier set bonus change? Does this new bonus sound better to you than its initial PTR version? And if not, how do you think this tier set could be further improved? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments down below. And finally, we got even more buffs coming to the class of Rogue. As if the newest rework for the 10.2 didn't place us into a more competitive spot on its own, Rogues have been getting what feels like buffs after buffs all throughout the PTR testing. This time, Assassination sees even more additional improvements with a buff to bleeds such as Garrote improved by 8%, but a massive Rupture buff increasing its damage by 20%, which is going to be quite noticeable. The primary burst cooldown of Deathmark's damage has also been increased by 13%, though the blade isn't as strong as the double damage component that buff provides. Then the talent of Zoldyck Recipe has also been adjusted to apply its execute bonus to other damage sources, including Envenom, the talent of Sepsis, the talent of Vicious Venoms, and the newest tier set Venomous Explosions bonus. When it comes to the overall damage, this buff is fairly decent, though where Zoldyck gains the most value is in its execute focus encounters, which generally tends to be highly valued when it comes to endgame raiding content. Another rogue spec seen buffs this week is the spec of Subtlety, primarily when it comes to their newest tier set bonus of Summoned Shadows. The two set buffs the damage of each shadow clone, causing them to deal 70% of the initial feature's damage. With the proc rate also adjusted, the shadow ruptures no longer stacking, and the shadow clone finishers will now scale better when it comes to shadow damage modifiers, which means far more damage improvements. With the force set also further increases in all shadow clones damage by 20%, doubling on its initial value, which is another fantastic bonus to see. I want to thank all of you so much for watching this video and hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. As per usual, if you guys enjoyed this video or found it informative, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I would very much appreciate it. And as always, in the description of every single video and live stream, we have a link to our Discord community channel. Probably the best place to reach out to me directly in case you want to let me know what you thought about this video or hang out with the rest of the community to discuss some of the upcoming changes. Join our Discord to become part of the community. But otherwise, thank you all so much for watching this video. I do hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know all of your thoughts down below. And as always, I'll see all of you guys in another video.